Hey guys, Pretzel here. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be reacting to the Predator Badlands trailer. I have been waiting for this ever since it was shown at CinemaCon, and I knew that they had a trailer, but they hadn't released it yet, but now they did. I didn't think that they were going to release it until the release of Predator Killer of Killers. I thought they were going to have it at the end of the movie, and the end credits scene, oh, here's the trailer for Badlands. But so this is a nice surprise. I have everything ready to go, so let's get started. I do know what some parts of it is going to be because of the CinemaCon, it being shown there, and then there was descriptions of it, and so I know some parts of it. But either way, I'm going to be excited, so. The Predator ship.
I didn't think you survived.
The theme. Is that... I wonder if that's him, because I've seen that picture before. Ooh, does he have a motorcycle? The hell was that? Oh, what the? Whoa. Oh, dude. Oh, he looks so cool.
You're hunting something that can't be killed.
What the hell? Oh, that was awesome. That's a lot to unpack, and it's a fairly short trailer, I would say. So from what we know is that the Predator in this movie, which I believe his name is Deck, or something like that. So we know he's the protagonist of the film, and then he's going to be teaming up with the one actress, I don't remember her name. And then in the trailer, which is something I heard in the description, was her eyes turn white or something. I'm not sure, because it kind of looked like she was maybe at some sort of ritual type thing, so that might, I don't know. Some people were speculating that maybe she's an android from the Alien franchise, which would be an interesting way to connect those, since there has been talks about the Dan Trachtenberg and the director of Alien Romulus talking about them wanting to come together to make an Alien versus Predator movie. So that something that could happen, might not happen, who knows. That'd be really cool if it did, though. I'm assuming the one Predator that was coming after Deck was his leader before he was kicking you out of the clan type thing. His design looks super cool. I hope we get a NECA figure of him, because that'd be awesome. And his hair is tied up, because we did get a behind the scenes picture a couple months ago that showed the back of Deck, and I couldn't tell if his hair was tied or not, and that confirms that he is. I'm not a huge fan of the Predator dreads being tied. It's not necessarily my favorite. It looked fine in the trailer, so I think I'll get over it, so it's not really that big a deal. Also, the elder leader Predator kind of reminded me of the Alpha Predator, which the figure that NECA had made. I'll pop a picture in case those don't know who that is or what he looks like, which he's also in the game Predator Hunting Grounds. So he kind of looks like him a little bit, mainly because of like the white hair and a little bit of the mask, but I didn't really get a good look at the mask, so I could be completely wrong about that. The mask could look nowhere near like that. I kind of look like a skull, so that's mainly the comparison I'm going for there. And it looked like the elder leader Predator had like a flame sword or like a heat sword, which Deck looked like he had one of those too, so maybe he gets that from him, or maybe he has his own. And the face of Deck I thought looked pretty good. I don't know, I'd have to look at it a few more times to really get my full thoughts on it, because obviously this is just my first reaction to all of it, so I could say it's good now, and then I'm looking at it further, and I'm like, or I could be like, yeah, it was pretty good. So, hey, I just wanted to jump in from the future. So I did take a closer look at the trailer and things of it. Yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of Deck's face. It's mainly because like his forehead is too short. It doesn't have like the lengthy forehead like typical Predators usually have. And I'm not sure if that's because apparently, I guess he's gonna be like a Youngblood. But the other Youngbloods from like AVP, and I'm pretty sure Feral Predator was a Youngblood, didn't have like a different kind of look. I mean, Feral Predator did have a different look, but that's because it was a subspecies to the typical predators that we see from some of the other films. And then I also feel like Deck is a little bit shorter than a typical Predator, and I'm also not sure if that's going to be like because he's a Youngblood, or if it's some other explanation, or if he's not short at all and he just looks like that. I don't know. I think he looks kind of short. We don't really have a comparison between him and another Predator, so, or even a human, so I can't really say. But some cool things I did notice is that Deck has a bow, which I've always wanted a Predator to have a bow. Only thing that was like I got close to that was in Hunting Grounds when they have the Predator bow in that game. So it's like I hope he actually uses it quite a bit, because he had it like when he was laying down all his weapons. So I'm not sure how much he'll be utilizing it, but I hope he does, because I think that'd be really cool. Also, the human character in the movie is an android, and from Weyland Yutani, because you can see the symbol in her eyes when her eyes go white, so it's not a ritual thing or whatever I was talking about. And then there's also a few other logos of the Weyland Yutani logo around that was spotted in the trailer that I didn't see. I didn't even see the ones in the eyes. I seen them all online, and I was like, what? So I definitely think we're going to be getting a Alien versus Predator film sometime in the near future, and hopefully they do the collab thing that Dan Trachtenberg and the other director said that they were going to do, is they were going to collaborate and direct the film together. I think that'd be really cool, so I hope they do that. And then there was something else that someone else had pointed out, is that on the white dreaded Predator, their dreads were like thinner, similar to the Feral Predator's dreads that were thinner. So they're thinking that that Predator is similar to the Feral Predator in terms of being the subspecies, which I think is really cool. Another thing I noticed in that scene from the trailer is that I don't think the Predator the leader, Elder Predator, I don't know their rank, I'm assuming that they're the leader. I don't think they're going and killing, or if they do kill, I don't know. I don't think they're killing Deck there. I think that's a different Predator, going off of like what I can see. It looks like its dreads isn't tied, and it's also missing an arm, And I don't believe Deck has a metal arm. From what I've seen, it didn't look like he had a metal arm. It would be cool if he did, but I don't think he does. I think that's just maybe another Predator, or maybe, I mean, this is just like kind of like a theory kind of thing. Maybe at the end of the movie, he's like, oh, I killed the big beast. Can I come back to the tribe? And they're like, nope, you die. And I'm like, that would be, I really hope that's not the ending, because that would be awful. I would be like, what? Can we just have a Predator live for once? Please. Or he just ends up dying to the big thing, and like, it ends up dying, and it's like, I killed him. But no, I'm succumbing to my wounds and dying too. So it's like, I don't know. I hope he ends up living, because I think it would be cool if he does. But I don't know. We'll see. But that's just a little other tidbits that I've noticed, and other people have noticed that I thought I would want to talk about. But back to the present. Whoa! And it looks like we're gonna have a lot of other like alien creatures type things going on. I like the shot at the beginning where it showed like the Predator ship. Obviously, I was assuming that's kind of like a homage to Predator 2, where it had like the skulls on the thing, and the trophy room or whatever. Instantly, the first thing I noticed was the T-Rex skull. So I think that's really cool. And then he was just like going after that. I don't know. The descriptions were calling it kaiju sized, the giant alien creature. I wouldn't necessarily call that kaiju sized. I mean, I guess if you really want to, but. And then I thought they were gonna show them like a I don't know what kind of camera shot you would call that. Kind of similar to like the shot where in Peter Jackson's King Kong, where the T-Rex and King Kong are like both in frame and roaring at each other. I thought we were gonna see something like that. Maybe we will in the film, but I thought we were gonna see something like that in the trailer, or like maybe Deck like running at the creature or something. But no, he's just sitting there and he's like, and he starts yelling at him. I'm like, yes. I'm very excited. November 7th, I believe, is when the release is. 2 days before my birthday. So, can't wait for that. But that's pretty much all I got to say for now. That's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Blah, 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 bye.